Hey, what up, decisive marketers? We have covered quite a few help desk solutions on our channel to help you with your customer support. Now, today's tool is a little bit different because they actually included AI into their help desk itself, so that the AI would actually read the conversation that is going on with your customers, and you can easily train it to respond better so that you can reduce your customer support tickets that is coming in that requires an active live agent to handle them, right? So you can cut down on your man hours of customer support. So this tool is called Takfoo AI. Now, before I dive into Takfoo AI, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So here we are in Tactful AI. This is the unified inbox feature right here. I've only connected the live chat, but you can actually connect your Facebook page with it. You can connect your emails. You can connect your WhatsApp as well, right? But WhatsApp, it's only through the Tactful AI's team customer support to help you to integrate it. Okay, so we'll cover that shortly, but this is basically how the live chat looks like. Okay, and um, I have implemented it live on my website right here, so I can talk to. Right now, I'm talking live with myself, but I can activate the AI and exit from the conversation. So, okay, we can say excellent. Okay. So now we are back to the AI itself, so I can try and talk to the AI. Now, because I don't have much content that is being added in here right now, so it doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. I can then, if I put in some keywords of some content that I've already created, then it's gonna give me some replies right here, right? So please choose an item for the list. So I've uploaded a product in here, and I can actually purchase it from this channel right here. I'm just gonna switch my camera over. I just realized that it's covering the live chat widget. So this is how it looks like minimized. Okay, and this is when it opens up, right? Okay, so this is how it looks like. And if I want to talk to an agent, I can just click on talk to an agent, and then I can now join the conversation right here, right? And now I can speak to the person on my live chat right here. I can also do whisper, so I can send messages to my team, right? I can actually send messages to my team, and also I can take notes of the call itself. And then I also have the lead that is right here. If you have actually activated the lead capture, this information will be in here, and I can edit the information here as well, right? And of course, even the transaction that they have done is all in here. Any previous tickets are all in here as well. Okay, and you can also activate sound and desktop notification, right? And if you have any canned response, you can just click on it, and it sends out the message right here, right? So if they send a phone number as well, let's say I send a phone number, uh, I can actually click on this and dial the number as well, right, from right in here. So what I'm going to be doing firstly is I'm going to jump into the channels. Okay, so let me just switch around right here, so you can see here channels. So under configuration, so that's where you set up your channels. You can click on connect new channel. Let me just switch back my camera here. I think it's fine for now. And I can connect Facebook, WhatsApp, and then they have SMS, QR code, Instagram, Gmail, live calls that are coming soon as well. So that's if they were to integrate all this, it would be very interesting. Okay, so maybe even like Twitter or whatever, and then we can really unify all the messages that come in, right? So you can just click on them and set up, log into your Facebook page, and you'll be able to connect to your Facebook channel. I'm not going to do that right now. I just have the live chat right here. Okay, so of course, you can set up your business information, your manage your team and all that in here. But to start using Takfoo AI, you can install the chat widget. So, clicking on this, and then you just jump into the platform settings. Right, you can set up the design of your widget. Okay, and you can show how it looks like minimized as well. So this is the minimized look, or you can choose with an icon like this. Okay, right, and you can choose the color and stuff like that. Okay, and you can also set the widget location. So if I push it all the way to the corner, I can also do that as well. If I need to move it up, maybe I have a uh, back to top button right here, then I can move it up maybe let's say 60 pixel, something like that. Let me just refresh this first, and we can see how the widget moves around right here. Okay, so it takes a while to take some time to refresh, right? So we'll see the changes later, and then you got your mobile view right here, right? Uh, and once you're ready, you just click on your security. Okay, your appearances are all in here. Okay, and once you're ready, just click on deploy. You get this code snippet, and you just need to paste it in your website. So let's say you are on let's say if you're using WordPress, right? Okay, let's see if the widget is refreshed. Okay, it's not yet. Okay, so all you need to do is just like some of the previous video that I've covered, just install this plugin here called Insert Headers and Footers, and you can paste it right here. It will be much more recommended if you paste it in the body, I would think so, but you can put it in the header as well if you want to, and then your code is gonna, your widget is gonna appear right here. Okay, let's see if it's not updated yet. Okay, so it takes some time for it to update on the changes that I've made in the position, right? So once you're done configuring your channels, then you can jump into the content center. So it's actually very simple to use Tactful AI. It's just connect your channels, invite your agents, set up your look, your branding, and all that. Then just jump into the content center, set up the different categories of content that you want your AI or your your help desk chat widget AI to be responding, right? So I have products right here. There's a couple of different categories that you can choose from. So you can set up your categories. Okay, so I put products in here, and you can just jump into items, and you can then set up these items in the right category. So if you click on add new item, there's 6 different item type that you can choose from, which is event, place, post on news, product, custom, and service, right? So let's say it's a product, so you can click on product. You can always change the type later on as well, so you can just put in the title, and use in which channel. Okay, so I'm putting in the live chat channel. You can put the SKU, the text, the parent category, the language that you want, the text. Okay, the any inventory count, brand, author. If you want to put that in, I don't think that is a need to. You can put up your product images, then the product options. Right, you can put all this information in, then the information and the product description in here, right? So that all this information will be shown, your pricing, any discount, okay? Buttons, like a buy now button, or read more, or check out a video, whatever it is. You can set up the action right here, right? Or book a meeting. You can put all this action in here. Okay, so let's say visit website. Okay. So then it can then be a visit website. Okay, and then you've got your options, right? Any price options in here. So if it's let's say a support article, then you can maybe use post or news, right? And then just jump into info and fill up the information, and all the information would actually be shown for the help article itself. Okay, so once you've done that, pretty much the AI is going to start kicking in and try to answer your messages for you already. So that's the brilliant thing, right? If I were to put in, I think I've got some other items in here as well. Let me just check. Okay, so I only got products set up in here. Let me just set up a post or news in here. Let's put here shipping information. Okay. And shipping rate is $6 all around the world. If delivered locally, it will take just 2 working days to receive. If for overseas orders, it can take up to 3 weeks. Okay, let's say we were to set this up. Okay, so we got something on that, and then so what happens is that if you jump in, right, so the widget has updated. Okay, now we can put in the information. Okay, we can also full screen the widget, and it takes you to the like a full screen page as well. So let's try. I'm not sure if the AI is already updated. Let's see. Okay, so there we go, right? We have the shipping information, right? And then there we go, right? So the help article is in here. Okay, so it saves it tries it basically answers questions for you. It starts based on keywords right now, but what happens is that once you have more and more messages coming in, you can now start to train the AI. Just click on intent. Okay, and you can just click on create intent. Okay, so I've created one which is shipping rate right here. Let me just jump in and edit from this. Okay, okay, let me just go back first. If you create your intent, it's actually very simple for the create intent. It's just title, topic, language, and a description, just for you to understand what this intent is about, so that you can trigger a reply, right? So so you have a default. Okay, and default is what is already, the AI would automatically reply. Then you've got FAQ. So this is where you put in your answer, right? Let's say if you're talking about anything about shipping rate or something like that, then it's gonna give a specific reply. You can put it in here. Then you can have requests, so you can put in the answer related to an item with options from CMS. Okay, so I think request is when you ask them a question instead. Okay, you ask them a question instead, while FAQ is you replying, alright, and then you can create examples. So I don't really have anything yet, I think. Okay, because what happens is that when you have more and more messages coming in, you can then add the examples into you can add basically add the conversations that you have. Uh, so when the more conversations that people have with your AI, what's going to happen is that it is going to record and understand, record all these conversations, right? And then you can add all these conversations or messages to Tactful AI right here, and it's going to try and understand the the topic so that it can deliver the reply for you. So that's what Tactful AI does. Okay, so you can put in the example. So I've keyed in a bunch of like keywords in here, so that anything that related to delivery price and all that. This is like manual keywords that I enter, so it's based on keyword right now. But you can actually put in messages that come in from your chats itself. When people start talking to you and ask you question, you can actually add them into this intent section right here, so that it can automatically be replied as well. Okay, so let's take a look at some other features that they have. So uh, this is the campaign section. Right, so you can actually send a message to all your customers right here with the campaigns. The customers portal will be where all the leads are when they fill up the lead capture form. It will all be in here, and then you've got service requests. So if you are taking orders from your chat itself, then the order will appear in here. So I've actually placed an order right here with all the information. Okay, and then you can say, oh, the order is in progress, or it's completed, or it's cancelled, right? And then any support tickets will end up in here as well. Okay, and supervisor hub. I think this one is for you to manage your agent. Let's take a look. Okay, so okay, so let's see. So I can actually see conversation export the chat as well. Okay, so I can actually from here jump into the chat, right? So let's take a look at the so that means if there's a message, I'm on the supervisor, I can actually monitor how the chat is moving. So that's a interesting feature. And then the engagement history, let's take a look at that. So some of the past conversations are all in here, and analytics, right? So you can see the sales and the feedback as well. So I've got a sale here, right? And then we can take a look at the feedback as well. So when I end the conversation, it should show like some feedback right here. Let me just end the conversation right here. So activate AI, okay, send survey, and let's see. Okay, join conversation. Let's activate AI. So excellent. Okay, so now can we close this? Okay, so let's jump back into analytics and see if we get some feedbacks in here. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but possibly because I'm actually testing it out on my own account, right? And I think that's pretty much with Takfoo AI. I think overall Takfoo AI, it's still a little bit early stage, but I can see their uh what do you call that? I can see their idea as to what they are trying to do with when you want to make use of Tactful AI, right? The as in like if you use something that if you want to create a solution similar to Tactful AI, uh, it requires multiple tools. To be honest, you will need a knowledge base tool, and you can fill in all the help articles in there, and then you would also need a chatbot, right? To do that. So your chatbot will then have to search within your help desk articles to pull out the article and show it in the chat itself, right? Whereas with Tactful AI, it's like one all-in-one solution, and uh, with chatbots, right? You can't see all the. I mean, you got to jump into every single conversation and look at every single messages, but with Tactful AI, you can search for the message and enter it into the AI to improve uh, your customer support, replies, right? So I think overall, Tactful AI it seems to be a little bit more futuristic solution where it's a more all-in-one, and the same thing, right, would also happen to your because technically Tactful AI is kind of like a chat bot, but it's smarter. It's not like you configure it. It's already sort of pre-configured. That has a little bit of intelligence in there, and then you just keep feeding it with more information, so that it gets better and smarter as you use it, right? And the replies can actually happen on your Facebook page as well. So like when people chat with you on Facebook Messenger, those automated replies that comes from Tactful, they can also be sent through the Facebook chat messages as well, right? So like even if you connect WhatsApp, you can do the same as well. So I think overall, it seems to solve a very big problem. As if Tactful continues to improve the software and integrate more solutions to it, I think that this would be a powerful solution, right? So that's all I have to share about Tactful AI. If you have enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. If you know anyone who could benefit from like a unified inbox with a AI feature, be sure to share this video with them. And lastly, if you have any comments, let me know what you think about Tactful AI in the comments. I'll see you in my next video.